Arab kings are not just wealthy, they control some of the largest fortunes in human history. We're talking trillions of dollars, endless oil reserves, and stakes in some of the world's most powerful companies. But here's a question. Where do they actually keep all that money? Is it sitting in Swiss bank accounts? Hidden away in offshore tax havens? Maybe even stored in underground vaults filled with gold? The reality is far more complex and far more interesting than you might think. Today, we're diving deep into the secret financial world of Arab royalty, revealing the astonishing ways they protect, multiply, and expand their wealth. Stick around until the end, because some of their most mind-blowing money moves will completely change the way you think about wealth. The scale of their wealth. To understand where Arab kings keep their money, we first have to understand how much they have. And trust me, it's insane. Take King Salman of Saudi Arabia, for example. As the ruler of the country with the largest oil reserves on Earth, he and his royal family control wealth that stretches into the trillions. Saudi Aramco, the state-owned oil company, is worth over $2 trillion, making it the most valuable company in the world. Then we have the Emir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. Qatar is small in size, but thanks to its massive natural gas reserves, it has one of the highest GDPs per capita in the world. The royal family personally controls over $500 billion in assets through their sovereign wealth fund. And let's not forget the rulers of the UAE. Dubai's Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and Abu Dhabi's Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan oversee a financial empire that spans banks, real estate, luxury businesses, and tech startups. Their investments stretch across continents, from New York to London to Hong Kong. But here's what's truly shocking. Unlike billionaires like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, Arab kings don't just own companies, they own the systems that control wealth itself. And to do that, they use some of the most advanced financial strategies on the planet. Elite banks and offshore accounts. Now let's start with the obvious. Banks. Every billionaire needs a place to store their money, but Arab kings don't just use any banks. They work with the most elite private banking institutions in the world, places like Credit Suisse, UBS, HSBC, and JP Morgan. These banks specialize in catering to ultra-high net worth individuals, offering exclusive financial services that keep wealth hidden and constantly growing. But here's where it gets interesting. Most of their personal wealth isn't stored in their home countries. Instead, it's kept in offshore accounts, particularly in places like Switzerland, the Cayman Islands, and Luxembourg. These locations have strict banking secrecy laws, meaning the details of their accounts are nearly impossible to trace. Why do they do this? Simple. Protection and control. By keeping their money offshore, they can avoid government scrutiny, economic instability, and even political risks in their own countries. It also allows them to make massive investments without drawing attention. And speaking of investments, that's where things get really interesting. Owning the world's most expensive real estate. One of the biggest ways Arab kings store their wealth isn't in cash, it's in real estate. But we're not just talking about fancy houses. We're talking about entire cities, iconic landmarks, and billion-dollar estates. Let's start with London. The Qatari royal family practically owns half the city. They own the Shard, the tallest skyscraper in Europe, Harrods, the world-famous luxury department store, Canary Wharf, London's financial district, and that's just London. The Emir of Dubai owns the most expensive private estate in Los Angeles, a $180 million mega mansion in Beverly Hills. The Saudi royal family owns entire resorts in the south of France. And Abu Dhabi's ruling family, they have properties spread across New York, Paris, and even Japan. Why invest so much in real estate? Because property is one of the safest places to store wealth. Unlike money in banks, real estate isn't affected by inflation or stock market crashes, and in many cases, it just keeps getting more valuable over time. But this is only the beginning, because while real estate is a powerful wealth storage tool, Arab kings have something even bigger up their sleeves: the power of sovereign wealth funds. If you really want to know where Arab kings keep their money, you need to look at their greatest financial weapon: sovereign wealth funds. Think of these as giant investment pools owned by the government but controlled by the royal families. These funds take national wealth, mainly from oil and gas, and invest it all over the world. Take Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, PIF. It's worth nearly $1 trillion and owns major stakes in Uber, Disney, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Premier League football clubs. Then there's Abu Dhabi's ADIA, one of the largest SWFs in the world, investing in tech, real estate, and global stock markets. These funds ensure that Arab royalty doesn't just store their wealth, they make sure it keeps growing for generations. And just when you thought their money moves couldn't get any crazier, let's talk about what they're doing to future-proof their fortunes. Secret gold reserves and the crypto play. For centuries, gold has been the ultimate store of value, and Arab kings know this better than anyone. It's long been rumored that some royal families store hundreds of tons of gold in private vaults hidden across the Middle East and Europe. But gold is one of the safest ways to store wealth, immune to stock market crashes, inflation, and even economic crises. But here's where things take a modern twist. Some members of Arab royalty have started moving into cryptocurrency. While it's not widely advertised, leaked reports suggest that some royal families are buying up massive amounts of Bitcoin and Ethereum, using crypto as a hedge against future economic instability. Some even believe that in the future, crypto could become as valuable as gold, meaning Arab kings are already positioning themselves ahead of the curve, the secret to endless wealth. So, where do Arab kings keep their money? The answer isn't just one place, it's everywhere. They use elite banks and offshore accounts to keep things private. They own real estate empires across the world. Their sovereign wealth funds control massive stakes in global companies. They store coarse gold and luxury assets as hidden wealth. And they're investing in the future, from AI to crypto. This isn't just money management, it's global financial domination. And here's the real lesson. Wealth isn't just about making money, it's about controlling the systems that generate it. So, what do you think? Which of these money moves surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insights into the real world of wealth and power.